Hello and welcome back to World Traveler Cooking, the show where we cover interesting dishes and interesting cuisines from around the world. Today we're going to make Spanish chorizo. We're going to make the fresh version. If we were to make the cured version, it would be a much longer process, and you definitely want to start with mastering fresh sausage first before you try to cure and dry. So that's what we're going to do today. The ingredients are relatively simple. I have a kilogram of pork shoulder. It's still a little bit frozen, but that's all right. We have, I'm going to use half of this. This is half a kilogram of pork fat. I want about a quarter kilogram of pork fat. So I will cut and I will chop this tomorrow morning while it's still thawing a little bit. And then for my spices, I have 2 cloves of garlic. I have maybe close to 20, maybe 15, 17 grams of sweet paprika, 7 grams of red chili pepper. Normally in Spain, you would use a specific kind of paprika and a specific kind of red pepper, chili pepper, both of which are normal for Spanish cuisine, but then these should be okay as a substitute. And then I have around 20 grams of salt. I'll also add just a little bit of white wine. So what we're going to do now is we're going to chop our meat finely, and we'll mix it with the spices and we'll let it sit overnight. Then tomorrow we'll grind it, we'll add in chopped fat, and then we'll stuff the sausage casings. So let's get started. So we press into this 2 cloves of garlic. And that should be sufficient there. You could add 3 if you really want, but I wouldn't go beyond 3. And then let's just add our seasonings, but I'll be right back with the seasonings. And go all of the seasonings together. The paprika, the chili, and the salt. And I'm going to add just a dash of white wine. I'm going to mix these up with my hands until everything's well coated, and then I will set this in the refrigerator overnight to marinate. Now, the salt may bring some water out of the meat. That's okay. We'll just recombine that when we wow, this is looking nice. We'll just recombine that when we after we grind the meat. So here is the meat after it's been marinating overnight. Next we will grind it and start. Then we'll mix it with the fat and stuff it. So here we have our ground sausage. I'm going to fry up a very small piece of this to taste it, to then adjust seasonings if necessary. It's an important step anytime you're making sausages. So I've chopped the fat and I've mixed it in. You could just grind it in, but then you'll lose the distinctive fat pieces. If you're making a cured, one, it's much more important to have larger pieces of fat. So next we'll stuff the sausage. And now for the taste test. I have pan roasted these, or pan fried them, and then used a little water to steam them while they were frying. So I think they're nice. I think next time I'm going to put more paprika and more garlic in. But that's fine. Otherwise, I think they have a very nice taste. And I think if these were to dry out, they would be just about perfect for the dry cured ones. They just need a little bit of curing salt, so I can't do that with these ones. So If you find this content interesting, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have anything to say about this video, please let me know in the comments. At any rate, recipes in the description. Bon appetit, and see you next week.